So a while back, I did a video about it taking my wife 20 years to know that I really loved her. And I'll never forget, after this happened, a few months after this happened, you know, I had a dream about her, and it was a really sweet dream. And she was, I don't know, I just woke up feeling the love that I had for her. And so, you know, I thought, hey, I'll be romantic. I'll sit down and I'll write her a love note, and I'll leave it on the table, put it in an envelope, put it on the table with her name on it, and she'll think it's super romantic, and she'll know, you know, I didn't want her to forget how much I loved her. I didn't want her to ever question it again. And so I did that. I sat down and I just wrote this really well thought out, detailed, specific letter about how much I loved her. And I went to work. And I just knew during the day she was going to call me and, you know, just gush. I was just, and it wasn't about that as much as I wanted to know how proud I was to be her husband. And, you know, our kids were blessed to have her as a mom. I mean, I just went all out. So at about lunchtime, I get a call from her. That's usually when she would call me anyway, if she was going to call me. And I could almost hear, I could hear the smile on her face when she started to talk to me. But then she said something I'll never forget. She said, "Are you dying or something?" And I said, "What? Why would you say that?" And she said, "Well, this letter." And she just started laughing at me. And, you know, I'll never forget. I don't know. And I started laughing too, because it was hard not to laugh when she was laughing. But deep down, I was a little bit, I don't know, maybe a little bit annoyed that she hadn't taken it for what it was, which was my deep and unending, never-ending love for her. Well, after she passed away, about a year after she passed away, I found myself going through a lot of her things, kind of cleaning out some things. And guess what I found? I found, along with some very, very, very important papers in her life, I found that letter tucked away with these very important papers. And in that moment, I realized, you know, even though she had made fun of me and goofed with me about this whole thing, that crap mattered to her. It really mattered to her. And it made me happy to know that even though she didn't express that to me, that she knew how I felt. And I would assume, I'm going to assume this because it makes me feel good, that she would refer to that letter periodically and just review how much I loved her. Hopefully that's helpful, fellas. Let your wife know you love her. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.